Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Evelyn here. I'm doing day 10 and 11 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge 2018. And today's question is, what decks do you want to work with more this coming year? And I'm sure a lot of you have done this. I've seen people do even a year ahead living wheel, I think Patrick is calling it. So a whole plan of what decks you're going to be using throughout this year. And I've done the same. I've not used it for my year ahead spread, but I have made sort of like a plan of what decks I'm going to be using. I'm going to take a sip of water if you don't mind. And I'm just going to walk you through it. In January, I'm using this boot within. I'm already using it and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lovely deck and it's so great to get to know it a little bit better. Then for February, I'm using Personal Space. It's a deck that is new to me. I haven't even done a walkthrough yet, which I will do once I get to February. And then in March, I'm going to be using the Ostara. I haven't got that here. But yeah, the Ostara, I got that last year. I haven't used it. I've put it aside for sort of like the March time because it felt a bit weird to start using it at the end of the year. But I've been seeing people using it on Instagram and it does look so nice. So I'm very much looking forward to using that. Then in April, I want to use the Green Witch, which is a deck that I got with some birthday money. Now, I was hoping that by the time I was filming this video, I would have it. But with like postal services and you know, Christmas and New Year's and New Year's Day and, you know, all that good stuff, it hasn't got to me just yet. I ordered it through Wordery and yeah, that always takes a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm waiting patiently. I've been stalking my postie for the last 2 days. But yeah, hopefully by April I should have it and I should be able to work with it. Very much looking forward to it. Then in May, I want to use the Hidden Realm for like proper everyday drawings. I've been using it on and off for mostly like some really deep stuff and journaling prompts and that kind of thing, but I haven't really used it as an everyday daily draw deck, like a work deck, and I want to see how it performs as a working deck. Then in June, I want to use the Dreaming Way. It's a deck that I got last year for Christmas and I've trimmed it. I really like the look of it, but I don't really grab it. And yeah, I want to see if I really I really commit to using it for a month, how I will feel about the deck. And I've seen so many people really rave about it, and I want to get that feeling as well because I really do enjoy the artwork. So yeah, I'm using that for June. Then for July, I've decided on the Mesquite. I haven't opened it yet and I want to wait until July to open it and do a walkthrough and show you my first response, like my first reaction to it. And yeah, I feel like I've seen people use it already, but to me it feels like a hazy, I've said this before, a hazy summer's day morning to me. So yeah, I'm going to try and use that for the month of July. Then for August, I want to give the Vivid Journey another round. I've used it a little bit in December, but with everything going on, I didn't use tarot all that much in December. So yeah, I've committed to that for August. because it's such a bright and like fun little deck. So it really, to me, it really fits summertime. Then for September I've got Line Strider, which in the last year I've used a couple of times for moon readings. But I haven't really used it for day-to-day readings, and I want to see how that works. Then for October I've got the Raven's Prophecy. Again, it's a deck that I really enjoy the artwork of. I've trimmed it, it looks really nice, and I don't grab it. So I want to have a month's worth of working with this deck because I think it deserves it. And if I don't grab it because it feels so pippish, and yeah, as I've mentioned quite a couple of times, fingers crossed Tom Benjamin is going to teach us all how to use pips, and from then on end I won't shy away from using sort of like the more pippish decks, and maybe even proper pip decks, who knows. So yeah, October is going to be the Raven's Prophecy. Then November I'm going to give the Sweet Twilight another twirl, and yeah, because I've trimmed that deck as well, and it looks really nice, and yeah, it's just there are so many really cool images in that deck, and I feel that it is quite a sort of Halloween-y type deck, so it fits for November. And then for December I want to use the Wild Unknown. It's one of those decks that I got quite early on, and yeah, it was a bit intimidating, and I couldn't really use it because of the pippishness of the deck. And yeah, so I ended up not using it all that much, and I want to. And then throughout the year I'll be using the Dark Days tarot for my moon readings, and I started doing a walkthrough of that deck, and then my battery died, and on looking back on my footage I noticed a couple of things that I messed up on. Not so much messed up on, but messed up on but stuff that I missed out doing my walkthrough. So I want to redo that, and yeah, need to make sure that my battery's charged this time. So hopefully someday soon you will see a walkthrough of that deck, because I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, those are the 13 decks that I want to be using more, but of course this isn't going to be all of it, because one of my tarot goals of this year is wanting to use every single deck that I own. So these decks that I've mentioned, aside from the Dark Days, are going to be my daily draw kind of work decks for the month, and then the other decks I'm going to be using for different things, like the odd yeah, the odd drawing here and there, like a spread or something, and but they're not going to be with me day in, day out for a month. So yeah, it's going to be a fun year, I think. Yeah, I think I've got a nice little list there, and who knows, I might swap and change stuff, I might move stuff out, move stuff in, who knows. But from where I'm sitting right now, this looks like this is going to be my year. So I'm very curious what you're going to be doing this year, what your decks are going to be. Day 11 is what oracle decks are you going to be using more. I don't work with oracles, so that's why I'm skipping that day. And yeah, I'm just very curious to hear what your thoughts are on this question. And it's always a bit because I know that my wish list is going to grow watching these kinds of questions. Yeah, because that's how it works, isn't it? Like, you hear someone talk about a certain deck and you just go like, oh, I'll just go and check that out. I'll just see if it's available on Amazon, eBay, whatever, Wordery, Book Depository. And then before you know it, you go, oh, I can't live without this deck. Yeah, I know. So yeah, this is going to be my year as I've got it planned right now, and yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Stick with me and you will see. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.